So, hello dear students, I am Professor Priya Kulkarni and we are going to continue our subject QACT with the detailed estimate. So, in the previous session we have learned about the methods of detailed estimate. Those are long wall short wall method or PWD method, and second one is center line method. So, we'll see one or we'll take one numerical and we'll see what are the actual long wall short wall methods and center line methods there. So from the given figure below, calculate the details and abstract estimate for the double room building, that is load bearing type structure, by long wall short wall method and by center line method. So in your exam they'll give one line plan and section. Okay, these two diagrams or these two plans are given in your exam. Okay, so this is two room load bearing type structure. Okay, so that's why the foundation is also stepped footing. Okay, for load bearing structure we use stepped footing foundation. I think it is not that much clear here. So the room sizes are 4 by 6, this and this is 3 by 6. Okay, now tell me what are the long walls here. Okay, so these two walls are long walls. Okay, clear, and these three walls are short walls. Is it clear? Okay, so these three walls are short walls and these two walls are long walls here. Then we'll do what is the first step. The first step involves the calculation of center to center distance. So what we are going to do here, we are going to mark our plan with the walls. So this is plan for first footing and this is plan for wall area. Okay, so see here what we are supposed to do. We are going to calculate the center to center distance. So this room is having 4 by 6 dimensions and this room is having 3 by 6 dimension. So whatever the first dimension is mentioned here is the horizontal dimension. So this width is 4 meter and this height is or length is 6 meter. Clear? So this is 3 meter and this is 6 meter. So x and y. Okay, so whatever the first dimension is there in our given dimension, that is that is x dimension and the remaining one is y dimension. Okay, then we will calculate the center to center distance. So for calculation of center to center distance we are supposed to add up the wall thickness. Clear? So we are going to add the thickness of the wall or thickness of atom of work. So what atom of work means? So if we are going to do or if we are going to start our work with excavation, so how much amount of or how much width we are supposed to excavate. So this is so this much width of the trench that we are supposed to excavate. So and that is given as 1. Okay, 1 meter. Okay, this is width and this second dimension is length. Okay, so this is the length and this is the thickness. So here this is the excavation trench. Clear? So this is length, this is width and thickness that we'll see here in the section, that is thickness over here is mentioned as 0.2. Okay, clear? So whatever the atom of work we are going to do, we are going to add the width of that atom. Okay, width of atom, not only all the time we are going to add the wall width but the width of atom. So for excavation we will add 1 meter. Okay, then for this is PCC, plain cement concrete work. So according to these steps there are three steps. Okay, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so this three step has separate width and height, so we'll consider it step wise. Okay, so we'll calculate step wise PCC work over here, and then this is the actual wall that we are talking about. Okay, and this wall thickness is 0.3. Okay, I think it is not that much clear in this picture. I will share this PPT and you will get all your doubts clear. Okay, so what we are supposed to do, we are going to calculate center to center distance, and for long wall we will add, now see here, uh, 4 by 6 and 3 by 6. Clear? Then 4 okay. So this 4 by 6 are the clear dimensions, in dimensions given in the plan. Okay, so these are the clear dimensions. So we are going to add up this much amount of width to one side and this much amount of width to other side. Similarly, for 3 meter dimension, it is clear dimension or it is internal dimension, interior dimension. So we'll add up here also half the width, and we will add up here also half the width, and width of wall is given as 0.3. Okay, now this 4 meter, now we'll do likewise, firstly 0.15, 0.15 plus 4 plus, now this whole wall we are supposed to calculate half for this 4 meter and half for this 3 meter. Okay, so plus 0.3 plus 3 meter plus 0.15. Okay, so this much is the length of long wall, and number of long walls are 2. Okay, these two walls we are supposed to consider. Then for short wall, so it has a 4 by 6, so 6 is the vertical dimension, so we'll add up half the thickness over here and half the thickness over here. So 6 plus 0.15 or 6 plus 0.15, that is 6.3 is the length of short wall, and number of short walls are 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there are 3 short walls. Okay, is it clear? Then we'll calculate actually atom wise, or whatever, what is the sequence of doing work or construction work. Accordingly we do our calculations in the measurement sheet. So this is the format of measurement sheet, explained in the previous lecture also. So first of all, earthwork in excavation for foundation, for long walls and for short walls. So what is the length, or what is the center to center length we get? So the center to center length we get is 7.6 and 3.6. Clear? 7.6 and 3.6 is the center to center length for long wall and for short wall. So what is the length of the particular atom of work? So for long wall we are going to add one thickness of wall of that atom of work. So what we are going to do here, we are going to do excavation. So what is the thickness of what is the width of excavation? That is 1 meter. Okay, so half means 0.5 will get 1 meter. From both the sides we'll add half width. Okay, so that's why 7.6 plus 0.5 plus 0.5 we get 8.6 meter as the length of wall. Then in case of short walls, we are going to subtract that length. Okay, so 6.3 is the center to center distance, minus 0.5 minus 0.5, we get the 5.3 meter length of short wall. Clear? So for basically in short, we are going to add up center to center distance or center to center length plus one width of atom, and for short wall we are going to do subtraction from center to center distance minus width of that atom. Okay, so number of long walls are 2, length is 8.6 whatever we have calculated, width of excavation trench is 1 meter, and height is 1.05. So how to get the height? So what we are supposed to excavate, so this is ground level, so below this ground level we are supposed to excavate. So whatever this 0.2 0.4 0.45, we are going to add up all these three and we'll get 1.05 meter depth of excavation trench or excavation pit. So 1.05 is the depth of excavation. Okay, then what we are going to do next, we will multiply all these 3 or 4 columns. Okay, number means number of uh, long walls. So length, width and height will get the quantity in cubic meter. Okay, so this is the earthwork in the excavation. So what similarly for short walls, we are going to multiply all those values and we'll get the value for short walls also. Then we are going to add up all the long wall and short wall values to get the total amount of excavation. Clear? So it is 34.75 meter cube. So this much amount of excavation work we are supposed to do for this our 2 roomed block. Clear? Then next item of work is cement concrete. Cement concrete 1:4:8 bed for foundation. Okay, now again just see all time you are going to take the dimension from this section. So this is very important that you must know or you must have to read or you must know how to read the particular section or how to take dimensions from that section. Now here what CC cement concrete work we are going to do, we are going to do this PCC work. Okay, width is 1 meter, thickness or height is 0.2 meter, and length we are going to take it for long wall and short wall likewise. So similarly we have 1 meter length, so 8.6 and 5.3 same long wall and short wall we are going to keep it, width 1 meter, and here height changes, height is 0.2 0.2. Okay, then we'll multiply all these 4 values, we'll get 3.44. Then for long short wall we'll multiply all the 4 values, we'll get 3.18. So we'll add up all long wall and short wall values to get the 6.62 meter cube of volume for cement concrete work. Then next one is brick work. For this is very important, brickwork masonry for footings with cement concrete 1:4. So cm cement concrete 1:4 is the proportion of mortar, that is 1%, 1 part of cement to 4 parts of sand. Okay, 1:4. Now here we are going to do this brick masonry work for uh, substructure and also for superstructure. And so you know this symbol of brickwork. Clear? Okay, this is the symbol of brickwork you have studied in your APDB subject or BTP subject. Okay, this is the symbol for mentioning the brickwork. So what here we are going to do the brickwork. This is parapet wall, we are going to do brickwork, and this is what, this is the door part, or in some cases or in some section of wall it is window part. So this part we'll do for brickwork. Okay, so we are going to do brickwork in substructure, superstructure, and for parapet wall. Okay, so simply we are going to calculate long wall, short wall, and we'll multiply width and height. So what separate or what highlighting part in the brickwork is we are going to deduct some atoms. Okay, so suppose we have this section of wall. Okay, so in this wall we have window over here. Okay, so this is window, glass window or aluminum window, whatever it is, but there is one window. So that will be the deduction part we are going to consider. So whatever the height, width, and length we have considered, so from that height, width, length we are going to deduct this window part. Okay, similarly it is the case for doors. So we are going to deduct doors also. For any ventilators in bathrooms, we are going to deduct those ventilators also. So any open space or any openings. So in case of our kitchen, we doesn't provide door over the kitchen. Okay, it is simple opening will provide. So or in some cases there are opening in the form of windows also. So we doesn't provide actual window frame, but it is opening to communicate from one room to another room. So thus all such works are considered as the deductions, and we are going to deduct that much amount of volume from our brickwork. Clear? So we'll start with the firstly 1 minute. We'll start with the brickwork, brick masonry for footing with cement mortar 1:4. First footing, second footing, and basement. Okay, so there are three footings or three steps in our stepped foundation. So for first footing, we are going to calculate uh, brickwork. Okay, so same thing we are going to do over with the length part. So what is the center to center length? It is 7.6 and 6.3. It will remain same all over the calculations. 7.6 is the long wall length and 6.3 is the short wall length. So what we are going to do next, we are going to add up one width of wall for long wall, and we are going to subtract one width of wall for short walls. So just again see the plan or section. So we are calculating for this step. Okay, for this rectangle. Okay, so height is given and the width is given as 0.425. Okay, so width is given as 0.85. So this is 1 meter, and the step above over there is 0.85. So divided by 2 we get 0.425. Okay, so we are going to add up 0.425 from one side and 0.425 from another side. So in short, we are going to add up one width of atom. Similarly, for all the steps we are going to do this thing. And what is the height or depth here we have provided, we'll calculate it separately from this. Doesn't need to calculate, we have to take it separately from this section. Okay, so just try to read or try to get the dimensions from the section very carefully. So if we get confused or if we do anything wrong over here, all the calculations will go wrong. Okay, then take separately that is 0.425, that is 8.45, then 5.45. Okay, so two number of long walls, three number of short walls, add up into length. Width is 0.85 and height is 0.4, then multiply, we'll get the quantity in cubic meter. Okay. Similarly, for second footing, the width is 0.6. Okay, so we are going to add up half, that is 0.3 to our center to center distance for long wall, and we are going to subtract is 0.3 from short wall. Okay, to get the 5.7 meter length of short wall. Then take respective dimensions of each step, calculate the quantities. For basement or for third step, it is having a 0.4 meter width and 0.4 meter height also. We calculate it for all the three steps. Okay, then third point is for superstructure. For superstructure, we have 0.3 meter width. Okay, standard width of wall, brick wall for load bearing structure is 0.3. So why it is higher? For a brick wall, all the load of the structure or slab is taken over to the foundation by walls only. Okay, there we doesn't have any beams or columns, so that's why in load bearing structure the width of walls is more as compared to RCC. So in case of RCC structure, we have 0.23 meter or 230 mm meter or 230 mm wall width. Okay, 0.23 for RCC structure, and for load bearing structure we have 0.3 meter width of wall. Clear? And what is the floor to floor height? Floor to floor height is 3 meter given in our section, and also it is standard value. And if in our numerical we doesn't have the standard value, we'll take it as 3 meter or 3.2 meter max. Okay, so anything not given in the plan or section, you can assume the standard cases. So this is done for the superstructure. Then for parapet wall, so for parapet wall, then we'll see the section. So this is the parapet wall. Okay, so for parapet wall, what we are supposed to do, we are going to calculate the perimeter of this uh, slab. Okay, just imagine this from this. If you are like you are standing in your terrace and you are calculating brickwork for your parapet wall. So what is the standard height for the parapet wall? So in this case it is given as 0.7. So 1 meter or 1.5 meter is the maximum, or it is okay. In this case it is given as 0.7, and width is given as 0.2. Given see, all these dimensions are given in the section, and we are going to add up for long wall, and similarly we are going to subtract for the short wall, and we'll get the total amount of brickwork. Okay, so we are going to add up all those values to get this 60.11 cubic meter of brickwork. Then nextly, we what important part I am telling about this brickwork is deductions. So we are going to deduct for doors, windows, lintel over doors or windows. So just again I'll show you in the plan, that is for so these are the openings. So see this plan. So this is one door over, or main door over here. This is second door and this is third door. Okay, and windows are also 3. And then again what is the lintel over doors and windows? So these are the lintels over doors and windows. So this part is there in the wall only. Okay, so doors are in the wall, windows are in the wall, embedded in the wall, and these lintels are also embedded in the wall. So we are going to subtract them from the brickwork to get the actual or accurate quantity of brickwork. Here dimensions of sorry dimensions of doors and windows are mentioned. That is, door dimension is 1 by 2.1. So standard height of door is 2.1 and standard width is 1 meter or 1.5 meter for the main door, and window width is 1.5 and height is 1.2. Okay, so these dimensions are given in the question, so you have to be vigilant about what are the dimensions in the section plan. Those are given. So we will deduct for doors. So number of doors are 3. These dimensions are directly given. 2.1 is height, 0.3 is 1 meter is the width, and 0.3 means what? 0.3 is the width of wall. So width of wall is 0.3. So just imagine this door, or just imagine it is the structure for doors and windows. Okay, so doors and windows are embedded in the wall from the superstructure. So we'll consider width for the wall of the superstructure, that is 0.3. Clear? Now here, what is the width of these lintels over doors and windows? So for lintel work we have, so this is for imagine this is imagine this is door, and we have lintel over door like this. So we have this offset of 0.1. So we'll add, this is our door dimension, 1 meter is given. So whatever we have taken here is 1 meter, and this offset what I am telling you about is 0.1. So 0.1, 0.1. So we are going to add up 0.2 over this 1 meter. So we will get 1.2. Similarly for window also, so this is the window, we have lintel work like this. Okay, so we'll add up this window opening 1.5 plus 0.1 from this side plus 0.1 from this side to get the 1.7 meter value, and width again it is 0.3. and what is the height? Height for this lintel is given as 0.1. okay, height for this lintel. So you have to imagine all the things or all the structure in your mind. Okay, then and then only you will clear whatever I am telling you the concept. Okay, now we are going to deduct this opening from this 60.11 value. So what is 60.11 value? This we have calculated by adding all these quantities. Clear? And simply we'll subtract and we'll get 56.34 meter cube of brickwork. Clear? Then we'll do RCC 1:2, 2:4 for roof slab, for lintel over doors and windows, and for beams. Now what is this RCC work for roof slab? So we are going to do this RCC work for slab, and then for lintel over doors and windows. And beams means what? This is the beams, this type of perimeter we are going to construct. Just imagine load bearing structure, and this is the uh, perimeter of it. Okay, so beams are not actually our RCC or our steel type beams that we are going to provide over here. Okay, so roof slab again we'll consider section. Okay, this section, this is roof slab, and the thickness of this roof slab is given, and length we will take according to room dimensions, and width will take accordingly, and we'll jump to our calculations. This 7.9 and 6.6 is the overall perimeter of our two room size building, okay, two room size block. So this is all adding all the 0.3 meter width of wall. Okay, we'll get 7.9, and this 0.3 from both the side plus 6, that will get 6.6, and this is 7.9. Clear? So we are going to consider all the perimeter part over here, and the thickness or height of this roof slab is 0.12, that is 0.12 is given in the section. Okay, then similarly for lintels, so whatever I have told you about lintels just now, so sorry, so suppose this is one above one door or window, so this height is given as 0.1, width will consider as 0.3 because it is embedded in the wall, and what is the uh, length for over door, we will add up this 1 meter plus 0.2, that is 0.1, 0.1, 0.2, so 1.2 is length, so this length. Similarly for window, we'll add in 1.5 plus 0.2 we'll get 1.7. Clear? So this thing we are going to do, we will not consider this part over here, this is extra part they are told. So this is the RCC work. Okay, then next and important and easy part is plastering for walls. So for calculation of plastering, we are going to consider perimeter. So just imagine we are going to do plastering work for our building. So for plastering work, what is the unit of measurement? It is square meter. Okay, we'll consider plastering in square meter. So what is the room dimension? So just consider interior plastering and outer exterior plastering. Okay, there are two types in plastering: interior plastering and exterior plastering. So for interior plastering, so we are going to do it room wise, for room 1 and room 2. Okay, and we will calculate the perimeter of our room. How to calculate perimeter? So suppose this is 4 by 6 meter room, so 4 plus 4 8 plus 6 plus 6 means 8 plus 12, that is 20. Okay, so this is perimeter of our room, internal dimension. Then what is the height? We are going to consider it in square meter, that's why we will not consider width over here. Okay, that width part we have considered in the perimeter only. Okay, then we are supposed to consider height. Okay, that is 3 meter floor to floor height. Okay, so we will do simply 20 into 3, that is 60 square meter. Okay, similarly for second room, that is 3 meter by 6 meter, so 3 plus 3, that is 6, and 6 plus 6 12, means what, 6 plus 12, that is 18. So 18 meter is for room 2, that is perimeter, into multiply by 3 meter, that is floor to floor height. Clear? Then outside, what this is for interior plastering, so we have considered it according to room wise, but for exterior plastering we are doing the same work, that we are going to calculate exterior perimeter. So we'll, for doing this we are supposed to add up 0.3 and this center 0.3 meter width of wall. Okay, so that will get this 28.2 meter plastering thickness. Okay, Now what is multiplied over here is with the 0.70. Okay, and for parapet wall, then again uh, we doesn't consider height there, because height of parapet wall we'll consider as 0.70 for outside, means height wise, and this we'll consider width wise. Okay, so total addition of this room 1, room 2, outside and parapet wall will get the plastering quantity in square meter. Okay, but we have to deduct doors and windows from plastering. So similarly, how do we calculated this perimeter? Likewise, we'll calculate the perimeter over here, and we'll subtract it. Now what he has we have done is 3 meter into 2 meter into 2 means what, 2 times we are going to multiply. So we are going to multiply 2 times for what, for internal and for external one. Okay, for internal work and for external work, so we are going to multiply it for internal plastering also and for external plastering also. That's why into 2 we have mentioned here. Okay, so we'll deduct it for doors and windows, and we'll minus subtract it from the this 246.12 square meter to get the value of 222.72 meter square of plastering work. Then we will continue with the flooring. For flooring, what we are going to do, so we will consider it for width wise, length into width. For flooring work, we'll consider it with the length and width. Okay, so for room 1 and for room 2 we calculated the flooring part. Okay, now there are some quantities that we doesn't need to calculate again and again. That means plastering for ceiling is same as for plastering, same as flooring. So whatever plastering work we are going to do internally, means from inside, that we are going to do it from uh, like flooring. Okay, and whitewashing is same as plastering. So what on what surface we are going to do plastering, on that same surface we will add up the coat of whitewashing or lime. Whitewashing means coat of lime for ceiling, for walls and ceiling. Okay, and then color washing, 2 coats. So this is same quantity is same as of plastering for walls and ceiling. Okay, then supply and fixing of best country wood for doors and windows. So doors and windows we provide it in numbers. Then painting with a ready, next item of work is painting with a ready mix synthetic enamel. So the painting for doors and windows wooden. Okay, so we'll do that work in cubic meter square. Okay, painting for doors and windows is also measured in square meter. Then we are going to add up 2% for unforeseen items. Unforeseen means uh, whatever unexpected items that we are supposed to or that we are going to expect it at the time of construction. So we'll add 2% for unforeseen items and 4% for uh, contingencies. Okay, 4% for contingencies, near about 4%. Okay, and prime cost and service cost will add up those in 4%. Okay, so this is the measurement sheet, and we have done it with the help of long wall and short wall method. So in the next lecture we'll continue with the center line method. So in the next lecture we'll study about the center line method. So whatever doubts you are getting while calculations of this long wall short wall method, just feel free to ask me anytime. And just we have very limited time span. The exams may be in the next month or after 1.5 month, so we have very limited time. So just study hard and study more whatever time you will get for the preparation of your exam. Okay, so all the best, and thank you.